Welcome to this week's edition of Red Devil Roundup, where we are previewing the Lady Devils here at Owensboro High School. I'll go ahead and let my first player introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Camille Tinsley. I'm a junior at OHS.
Camille, you're a junior. A lot of changes this season. I got a new coach. I guess we'll just start there. What are some of the changes that you've seen?
We're more of an aggressive team. We're more on each other this year. We're more excited about basketball this year.
More excited. Talk a little bit about what you think your new coach brings to the table.
He brings a lot of experience. Coach Groves has coached a lot of other places besides us, had really good teams in the past, so I hope he can do that for us.
Talk about this style of play. You kind of mentioned it a second ago. You're going to be very aggressive. What's that mean?
Just not afraid of other teams, I think, and just playing harder this year.
Playing harder. What's it going to take to play harder? I mean, is this starting practice? Kind of talk about, what you guys are working towards.
Yeah, definitely practice harder, play harder, and just go out there and have fun.
Obviously, this is a competitive region. A lot of talent here in basketball, especially in the district. I mean, all four teams are usually pretty good. What are going to be some keys for you guys to make it past district and get to region?
Just stay focused. Be humble, be hungry, and just play hard.
Preview a little bit of the team this year as far as players. I mean, kind of talk about them, what they do well, that kind of thing.
Well, really, all of our players. We got a really, really deep bench this year. Some new freshmen coming in.
And that's kind of different because, I mean, this is probably the deepest. I know I'm looking out. You've got a lot of girls out there.
Yeah, we got a lot of new girls, a lot of new freshmen that are going to help us a lot, athletic freshmen, so that's really good. We're going to help us a lot.
This season, with basketball here in action, it's big in Owensboro. I mean, basketball, football's great and baseball's great, but I mean, with this gym, a lot of tradition. Talk about what it's going to take to, I guess, live up to that tradition this year.
Man, it's going to take a lot. Like you said, it's a lot of tradition, but we just got to soak it all in, I guess, and just play our best.
Anything you do want to tell people at home as far as this upcoming season?
Just watch out for the Lady Red Devils. We're going to be hungry, we're going to play hard, and we're coming for that district championship.
All right, well, there you have it. Coming up right after the break, we'll hear from our next Lady Devil. And we're back here on Red Devil Roundup, where we're looking at the Lady Devils here at Owensboro High School. I'll go ahead and let my next player introduce herself.
My name is Tasha Golden, and I'm a senior.
Tasha, how long have you been with the basketball team? Have you been here all 4 years?
5 years.
5 years, so played in 8th grade as well.
Yes.
What are your expectations for your senior season?
That we're going to come out positive with like a new look. We got a new coach teaching us new things, so we're just going to be like together this year.
It seems like everybody's having fun, and a lot of times the best teams are the teams that are having the most fun. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Why do you think that is?
Because the team bonding is like the main thing, and that's how we get through the game, by picking each other up. So by picking each other up, we become successful.
Now, I know you're also a soccer player, correct?
Yes.
How do you make that transition, being a multi-sport athlete? Do you run track as well? Yes. How do you go from one gear to the other?
By just pushing through it, like bonding with everybody, but especially like contacting my coaches, telling them when I'm going to be there, when I'm not, like just getting through it mostly.
What are some of the expectations for this year's team? What are y'all's goals?
By winning more than we won last year, by like positive attitudes, picking up each other instead of bringing each other down, being successful on and off the court, especially in the classroom, because a student always becomes like before an athlete.
What are you noticing about practice that's a little different this year than in the past?
He's explaining more, and we're like understanding of what to do, and like by being positive on and off. So, yeah.
Sure. What is something that you'd want to tell people at home? I mean, obviously it's a new look, it's a new coach, new team. What would you want to tell the viewers at home about the Lady Devils this season?
To come out and support us. Y'all are expecting new things, bigger things. We're going to be successful this year, so like just come out and support us.
Well, there you have it. Next, we'll talk to the new Lady Devils head coach. And we're back here on Red Devil Roundup. We're looking at the Lady Devils, and we've got a new person around the Lady Devils basketball program, and I'll go ahead and let him introduce himself.
Coach Andy Groves, glad to be here at Owensboro High School. I've been coaching probably 40-something years, or 40 years, and I've coached girls for 25 plus, and then I coached boys for a while. So just glad to be here and excited about the upcoming season.
What made you come back to it, to girls basketball here?
Well, Owensboro has a tradition that I think needs to be revitalized, and I'm not saying anything about recent years, but I just remember when I first started coaching here in the 3rd region, back in around '80, I had several games against Gigi Talbot, who is an Owensboro
Absolute legend.
Yes, and he and I became friends. And I remember his teams and going to the state tournament and watching them play and different things like that. And I just thought it was just a great opportunity here at Owensboro High School, with the tradition and the athletes they have here. And I've just been really pleased with the girls that I'm working with, and I just think there's a bright future.
Kind of talk about what your expectations are for this season, as a first-year coach.
Well, I'm not going to set the bar too high, but I definitely expect us to be competitive. I think if we keep working like we have been and we keep a focus throughout the season, by the end of the year we should be a contender for district and region. I really truly believe that. I know the girls right now are learning my system. And
what is your system? That was going to be my next question. Your kind of style of play. What do you want to see Owensboro doing as the head coach here?
Well, hopefully we'll be a transition team, be able to get up and down the floor, press quite a bit. Some of it will be dictated, what I see early on and how the officiating is. And that's nothing against the officials, but I know they're stressing, foul situations. And I'm a person who likes to play man-to-man predominantly. And last year I had to change in the second region because they got real tight about this hand checking and different things. And we had to play more zone, so we may have to, change a little bit. But up tempo, push the ball down when we can, and press when we can.
Coming in, obviously, as a first-year coach, you do a lot of assessing. What do you see as some of Owensboro's strong points of this year's team right now?
Athletic, for the most part, and for the most part, a pretty good basketball IQ to start off with. Fundamentals, we're getting better. I mean, we've improved so much, and I'm not saying they weren't decent when I came in. It's just that I've seen a great improvement since we started in May. And their work ethic has been great. I've got several girls that hadn't missed a time on anything we've done. And they're learning me too. They're kind of learning, well, what's his expectations? When can I fudge off and when had I better be there? And of course, I want them there every day. Sure. And I've tried to tell them, I've got a little bit of a long rope, this year because it's my first year. I don't want to give them an opportunity to have a chance to learn me and know my expectations and know what kind of commitments I expect out of them.
What, as far as this season, we have a lot of competition, a lot of talent, even in our district. I mean, usually all four teams, are pretty good. What's it going to take, to be at the top of that?
We're going to have to keep our work ethic, and we're going to have to keep improving on our fundamental skills and our shooting, and just keep improving on my system. You're exactly right. 9th District's probably the toughest district in the region, boys and girls, and it has been for years. And Old Catholics, they're going to be good. Apollo's got some good returning players. They've got the Hall kid, who everybody's touting for All-State. And then you've got Davis County, who come to our team camp this summer, and they were very impressive at our team camp. So it's going to be a very competitive district.
What would you want to tell people at home, for this upcoming season?
Come out and support us. I think you're going to like the kind of basketball we play, the brand of basketball we play. I think it'll be exciting, and I think they'll get their money's worth.
Well, there you have it. That'll be this week's edition of Red Devil Roundup. Thanks for watching.